The girl with glasses was known as the biggest country bumpkin in the class, but beneath those thick lenses was a breathtakingly beautiful face, and her graceful figure was always hidden under loose, modest clothes. Before learning the truth, Jack had been constantly bothered by the ugly girl in class confessing her feelings to him. Every day, he was busy helping his senior and his childhood friend chase the people they liked. But in the end, instead of thanking him, both of them blamed him. At that moment, Jack finally woke up. He pointed out that he had done everything he could to help them pursue their crushes, yet they had treated him like nothing more than a disposable tool. Just then, Pansy suddenly spoke up and loudly questioned Jack. Why was he helping both girls pursue John, while also trying so hard to introduce her to John at the same time? The misunderstanding left Jack speechless. In an instant, he became the target of everyone's scorn. His friend John was so furious that he punched Jack and sent him flying. In the end, Jack, the so-called tool guy, was labeled as someone who toyed with girls' feelings, even though he had done nothing wrong. What happened in the library was witnessed by someone and quickly spread. From that moment on, Jack was completely isolated by everyone. His senior even expelled him from the student council. Then suddenly, Pansy sent him a message, asking him to meet her in the library. Although Jack disliked this plain-looking girl with glasses, he still showed up during lunch break as promised. She oddly asked him to help find a book. At that moment, an unexpected visitor appeared, John. Jack panicked at his arrival. Every day at noon, John would come to see Pansy and openly confess his feelings to her. Suddenly, Pansy leaned gently toward him and said she wanted to ask him something. John became excited instantly, but her next words hit like a bolt from the blue.
あなたはどうしてジョナサンを騙して陥れたの?
Seeing John still pretending to be clueless, Pansy exposed his scheme to frame Jack. Her detailed understanding made John break out in a cold sweat. She explained that John must have noticed the two girls' feelings for him long ago. By pretending not to notice, he planned to use their emotions to frame Jack. As long as their relationship with Jack broke apart, he could take everything away from him. And when Jack refused to help him pursue Pansy, John became furious and began planning his revenge. Jack recalled John's past behavior. It was hard to believe, but everything suddenly made sense. Nervous and cornered, John indirectly admitted the truth. However, he couldn't understand why Pansy had seemed to betray Jack that day. Pansy calmly explained that she had only pretended to be Jack's enemy, so that John would lower his guard. Under her relentless questioning, John finally revealed the real reason he had betrayed his friend. Back in middle school, a girl John liked had once asked him to help her pursue Jack. From that moment on, he decided to take revenge on Jack. What shocked John even more was when Pansy suddenly confessed that she liked Jack. Enraged and humiliated, John completely lost control and cursed all three of them, saying they deserved everything. What he didn't know was that Jack had been secretly listening the whole time. John then angrily demanded to know when Pansy had fallen for Jack, but instead of answering directly, she coldly criticized him, saying he was worthless. Furious, John prepared to use violence against her. After all, the library was empty. Pansy didn't run. She simply glanced toward Jack's hiding place. Jack suddenly stepped out, and John immediately broke into a cold sweat. Jack grabbed him by the collar and lifted him up. The thing he hated most in life was seeing someone play with a girl's feelings. Even though John was a full head taller than him, Jack still forced him to promise that he would apologize to the two girls. After John left, Pansy began confessing her feelings to Jack. Unable to handle it, Jack turned around and walked away. What he didn't know was that two other people had also been secretly listening.